Now, here's George Roberts.
Joining me now on the program is Jason Bays. He's the Vice President and General Manager here at Camelback Resort in Tannersville. Jason, great to have you on the program.
Thanks, George. It's great to be here.
From lifeguard to General Manager, you've done a lot in a short amount of time. And that's what I want to talk about, because I don't think people out there really know anything about Jason Bays. Maybe some people do because you grew up in this area, but being here at Camelback now has to be, exciting for you.
Yeah, look, this is a special place. My first time coming to Camelback was in the after-ski school program with my friends.
How old were you then?
Probably 8, 9 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, getting the first taste of winter and out on the slopes skiing, and then also being here in the summer for the at that time the pool to enjoy. So it's been quite a full circle moment to be back here.
So you grew up here in the Poconos. What area did you live in?
Yeah, that's correct. I grew up in Cresco, right down the road. Yeah, really easy to get here, and this is where my friends and I always wanted to hang out and be. Ski raced on the ski team, and really, got ingrained into the Camelback community at an early age.
Wow. So how did you come about working here at Camelback?
Yeah, so all my friends, this is where we went to hang out all the time. So when it came time to find a job, I thought, well, I want to do something that I love doing, where all my friends were.
Right.
So I applied as a lifeguard. I got a call, and they said, yes, you can work the bottom of the at that time checkered flag challenge ride. So my job was to announce the winner of who won that who was fastest down that water slide.
You're like an MC, you're a game show host.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the winner is
exactly.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But of course, there's seriousness with being a lifeguard too, right? I mean, you had to learn a lot about safety and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. There definitely is. It's a really important role at this resort. It was then, it is now.
Yeah.
Yes, taught me about water safety, risk management, some different things in the water park. And then in the winter, I had so much fun that first summer. In the winter, I said, I'm going to want to keep doing this, and I wanted to teach people how to ski. So I was a children's ski instructor.
Oh, you did that too.
I did that in the winters when I was 16 and up through high school, and into I'd come back in the winters during college break too.
So from here, you went to college where?
Yeah, I was in New Hampshire for college. I ran cross country up there, but I'd always come back as much as I could to take if I came back for the weekend, I'd ski instruct over the weekend or over the holiday break, and still kept ties close to here.
Now your first, big job in the resort industry was with Jay Peak. Now people think of Jay Peak as a ski area, but it's more than that, right?
That's right. Yeah, at the time, they only had a couple of full-time year-round employees, but they were looking for someone to help lead their transformation to a 4-season resort as a hotel and indoor water park. And I had the opportunity to take the operations manager position up there. I'm pretty sure that it might have been the only one who applied to live 3 miles from the Canadian border, and that might have been why I got that job. But nonetheless, I was really happy to be in the resort industry. It was where I knew I wanted to, where I thrived and where I knew I wanted to be. So it was. Did you
take any of that early stuff that you learned as a lifeguard and working here at Camelback in the ski area too with you with your first job at Jay Peak? I mean, did it help?
Yeah, tremendous amount, right? I was fortunate in my summers in college to gain some leadership experience here, working up to a supervisor position in the water park. So it really helped me hit the ground running at Jay Peak, opening up their water park, and getting to see how well Camel Beach was run, and then bringing some of those same standards out to northern Vermont, which was the first water park in Vermont, that was built. So.
Yeah.
It was really interesting to bring that knowledge and experience there. From there, I come back to Camelback, actually.
Oh, you came back to Camelback.
Yeah,
okay.
To open up Aquatopia indoor water park. Yeah, and Camelback Lodge. Yeah.
You were here with Ellis Group, the Berries, and at that time they were all local people, basically local regional people, that made Camelback what we see today. And that is quite a feat, because you're not talking about a major national company coming in and doing this. You're talking about local people just making something, happen here. So that had to be exciting for you, because of course you were one of the locals too here, helping them.
Exactly, yeah. I'll tell you, Art Berry and I had a couple of conversations when I was here in college. I interned with the general manager at the time, so I had a little bit of exposure to Art. And at the time, he was explaining to me when I was in college, like, here's the plan, the hotel, the indoor water park. So it's sort of surreal to come back home, you look at the water park. It was being built at the time. I remember Art Berry putting his arm around my shoulder, and he's like, "We're going to do this. This is going to be really fun."
When that was happening.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
So
And now you're back,
I was
but-
grateful to be back. Exactly, I was grateful to be back and have the chance to open up Aquatopia. That was, we didn't know when that was going to happen when I left.
Sure.
So coming back, it was really neat to be able to be part of that experience. And
So the cool part about this, it's like building a home. In other words, when you're building it and you're there every day, you know the structure. You kind of know the structure here of everything. 'Cause
yeah,
you're here.
exactly. Yeah. I didn't need too much of a tour. I kind of remembered where everything was, right?
Right, yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
kinda
exactly. I was here 10 months before Aquatopia and the hotel opened,
Right.
working on the pre-development side, and then eventually going to, we moved into the opening and operation of it. So getting to see it from the ground floor was a really unique perspective and a really fun opportunity. I was a director here at Camelback Lodge and Aquatopia, and I had the chance to get a GM role with Mountain Creek. Probably
Vernon, New
in
Jersey.
Vernon, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, so I led that ski resort water park hotel combination for 2 years out in New Jersey before joining Great Wolf.
Yeah, now that's a smaller operation out there. I mean, I'm not familiar with the Mountain Creek.
Yeah, it's about the similar size ski area, similar size water park, smaller hotel operation, but probably Camelback's closest competitor from that standpoint, from a ski and water park perspective.
Yeah. So now you're starting to see a bunch of places, different ways of operating and things like that. How did you get to Great Wolf?
Yeah, so Great Wolf is just a really great opportunity to lead the Poconos property at the time, which was going through capital transformation, and to partner with Bill Calavito, longtime GM there, to help lead through some of the capital that was being put in, new restaurants. We were putting in new conversion rooms, different things, and then from there I had the opportunity. I was only there for about a year doing that before I took on my own lodge in Sandusky, Ohio.
Okay.
And moved out to there. Yeah.
So then from Sandusky, you go to Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
And is that an opening there for you too?
That was not. That was
that's already
that
running.
lodge was in existence for a year and a half, but had a lot of. There was a lot to do there from a people cultural side, and to really see that lodge to its full potential. So I was there for 2 years.
Now from there you go to Naples, Florida, which is kind of interesting. You don't think of water parks in Florida because
Right.
Florida is one big water park.
Yeah, exactly.
but
Yeah.
Great Wolf is there too.
My wife is, every time I've asked her if we can go somewhere, she's like, oh, I don't know. Naples, she was like, yeah, we can definitely go to Naples. That sounds good.
Yeah.
You're exactly right though, George. No indoor water parks in Florida. So that was Great Wolf was investing $300 million into that property. And there was a lot of question as to whether or not people were going to show up to an indoor water park in Florida. But you know what? That business model really resonates. And in Florida it did too. Just of bringing people together for a carefree, convenient escape. And it was a really successful opening and operation of that property.
So then how do you end up back here at Camelback?
So
You're a Great Wolf person now at this point.
Right, yeah, 7.5 years with Great Wolf, 4 different stops and locations. Really enjoyed all of them. But as you noted, roots are here. There was the opportunity to lead Camelback, come back to the hometown, be back to this wonderful resort, and see it through to its new chapter. There were very few places we would have moved out of Naples, Florida to go to, and Camelback was top on that list.
I'm with Jason Bays. He's the Vice President General Manager here at Camelback Resort. Jason, as we've discussed, you've gone through many places. You've stopped many places in your career and ending up here now at Camelback Resort. What have you learned through all those places? I mean, you've spent a couple of years here, a couple of years here, a couple of years here. I guess that has given you a lot of knowledge in water parks and ski areas.
Yeah, I would say like I'm a student of the industry, right? And just going out and getting experience. And I mean, this is what I live for. The passion that I have is for hotels, water parks, ski areas, And Camelback offers that really unique perspective of having all of those under one resort. But it's just really been the opportunity to focus on associate engagement, how important that is, having strong teams, focusing on, and then that is a catalyst to the guest experience, right? And that's what drives people to return and makes it exciting. And whether it's an opening or whether it's a cultural turnaround that a resort needs, it really goes back to this is a people business. And I'd say that's probably the biggest lesson learned in those travels.
You say one of your favorite books is Good to Great.
Yes.
You like that book. How do you use that in your daily, operation here at Camelback?
Yeah, I think it's a focus. I think what is really striking in the book Good to Great is that it's the fundamentals of the business that have to be really sound. And you look at a place like Camelback, it's this complex 560-acre resort. There's a lot going on here. We have 1,500 associates. Yeah. But at the bottom line, it's what are we trying to accomplish, right? What's our mission? What's our goal here? And it's really to make guests for life, right? We want, and just like multi-generation of families from my family have skied here.
Sure.
Now our son's he's 2.5 years old, so maybe he needs a few more months before he's out on snow. But we're soon to have the third generation be out on snow and growing up here, and it means it's something special to people. And if you're an associate here, that transcends what we do. It's at the heart of what we do, right? Of making this a positive experience for our guests, that it creates guests for life. So
sure.
I really look at the framework of what's the fundamentals of the business that we can do to drive and ask ourselves that question: are we creating guests for life? And I think that's fundamental to this resort, and particularly here where there's so many multi-generational families that are here, and experiencing Camelback.
Sure. Key employees, right? Having the right employees, doing the right job. I guess that's important. It's something that you'll be looking at.
It sure is, yes, and I think it's setting up from the very beginning. It's the training, making sure that people are set up for success. Do they have the tools and resources to do their job?
Sure.
Right. Those are questions that I ask. Right. Are we equipping them for success? And have we explained the why of why the role is important? Every job's important here. When I interned back in my college days here, the general manager at the time had me work in every single department. To see that every single area has a touch point to the guest, and how critical it is, and that's an experience that's stuck with me. That every position is important here, and we need to make sure that our people are well supported to take care of our guests.
Sure. I think you're in a unique position because you were a guest here. I mean, you skied, you were in the water park, you did all that. Then you were working here, and then in all your experiences, I think make you a unique general manager. It's different. Somebody who they hire who might know something about manipulating people and things like that, but when it comes to experience, if they're not a water park person, if they're not a ski person. How do you work at a place like this? I would imagine you have just that like a better edge than some other people that might be here now at this position. I don't know how you feel about that, but
I just would say that, look, this is personal to me. This resort, being a local here, this is this is a passion. Skiing, snowboarding, water parks, hotels. That's you have to have that shared commitment to each of those business units, and making sure that they're running the right way, and that we're doing things. We just announced that we're removing the parking fee.
That was always a thing that people always did not like.
Yeah.
Parking fee here at the resort.
And you think about this, right? I mean, people come here to ski, right? They don't come here for a parking service.
Right.
They want to get, when I come here, I want to get out of the car as fast as possible, go meet my friends and my family, and go enjoy the mountain. I don't want to be dealing with parking.
Right.
So it's looking at the experience through the guest lens, right? To your point, understanding what the guest journey is, and that's something that we're really focused on, and we're making material changes to the business in short order to put people out on the snow and let them enjoy and see this place.
Sure. With all your experiences, what are some of the challenges that you think you'll be, or the industry is facing at this juncture right now as we end 2025, we begin 2026? You see anything happening in the industry or anything that is a challenge that you'll have to overcome?
Yeah, I would say that one thing that's really important is we have to get more people on snow. And out in the out there, that's a industry-wide something that the entire industry is working on, and we're putting together some really compelling packages for people to learn how to ski with rentals, ski lessons, and lift tickets all included at a low price. We've dropped our rates in some cases $80 to $90 year over year for the cost to come and learn how to ski here. Because we want to get more people out on snow, and to experience the fun. We dropped our triple ticket price from $250 last year to $139 this year. We want people to come and visit us 3 times throughout the season instead of just one time, at a high price. Come and enjoy us 3 times, and get your ski legs under you, and be part of the passion that drives this resort. But I think that's an important strategy for us. Is we want to take down the barriers to coming here to ski from a price perspective and learning how to ski, and get more people out on the hill and getting to experience the best of winter here in the Poconos.
I'm with Jason Bays. He's the Vice President, General Manager here at Camelback Resort. We've been talking about, Jason, the resort here, about you coming back here. Let's talk a little bit about Jason Bays. I mean, you grew up here in the Poconos. You mentioned you're a cross-country runner?
Yes.
And high school?
Yes, high school and college.
And college.
Yeah, I've run 16 marathons since then, so I've continued to run and stay active. That's important to my wife and I. So
how many marathons did you say you just ran?
16.
16 marathons. Wow,
Yeah.
That's a 26.2 mile run there. That's a lot. How do you pick and choose the marathons?
We do Philadelphia almost every year because that's our that's the city closest to us, so it means a lot. And then we pick just different cities we want to try out and go and visit and experience. So we were just in Chicago for the October for the Chicago Marathon, and just gets us out and seeing new places. So
you and your wife go.
We do, yeah. And we bring our kids, and bring the kids along, and my dad normally comes along too, and we just have a fun time.
What do you like about running? I mean, some people are like, it's one thing to run a 5K, it's another thing to run a marathon. It's like.
Yeah, I think it keeps you disciplined. Some of the best ideas for business, and you think about like just different things come to me while I'm running. Yeah. It keeps you on a schedule and a routine, and you feel just get that outside perspective when you're outside running, right? Yeah. Really helps, and I don't have to tell you, the Pocono Mountains is it's a beautiful place to run and take in everything.
Ski too. You're an avid skier still skiing, right? Yeah. And that, I think, will be a unique perspective too, because I'm sure you'll ski here and people will see on the slopes, but then you'll also experience, what's going on the slopes, because you'll be doing it.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll be on every trail this year. Looking forward to seeing people out there. And George, you probably saw we made snow Monday night. We were one of the first resort to fire up our snowmaking system in the state of Pennsylvania for a full. We went for it with 100 snow guns. We're passionate about this. You got to get snow down every opportunity you can here. And from a skiing perspective, I share that same passion. I get just as excited to see the snow guns turn on, see us, try and get this place open as soon as possible, and really commit to that ski culture experience. That's so critical, and that's a major focus for us going into this winter here.
Sure. Camelback mountain ski area developed in 1962, and snowmaking has pretty much been always a part of it here, because we don't always get a lot of natural snow, and you want to get the season going, so snow guns are important. Also, you're always changing things and updating things, and maintenance is important. And there's always something new. You're adding all the time to it. I know this year's no exception.
That's right. Yeah, we've spent over $5 million on snowmaking automation, so now for our Trail Now Mile that we just made snow on, we can turn every snow gun on by a push of a button. They automatically turn on and fire up as soon as the wet bulb gets low enough. So before you had to kind of go to each snow gun, turn it on manually. It could take about 2 hours.
Right.
And that's 2 hours of lost production by the time you get the last snow gun on, right? So this new automation system really allows us to move faster. This year, Margie's Delight and Sullivan Trail are all automated too. So we'll be able to continuously blow snow on those trails at any time with a click of a button as well. We've got more automation projects coming.
I was going to say technology has really got to be helping the industry, both with the water park and with the ski area.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we put in a new patio for après ski this year too at the Big Pocono. We were on it for Euler Fest with live entertainment. It was a lot of fun. We had one of our highest attended Euler Fests in recent years. So
the Norse god of snow, is that who that is?
Right, yeah. We did that Saturday night, drone show fireworks. It was really fun. And then Monday night, we had 110 snow guns lit up on the trails. So something worked there after that, after Euler Fest.
That's good. And people don't know, not only do you have the indoor water park, in the summer you have the outdoor water park. So you guys got water parks. I mean, if it happens to be a cloudy day or a rainy day, you still have the indoor water park. You have a lot of water parks going. In fact, this whole area, we have like 4, I think, water parks in the Poconos. It's amazing.
Yes, yeah. I think one of the unique things for Camelback, and you think about like our positioning in the market, is we are the place for adventure. We're the place where you can stay, walk outside, learn how to ski, or take some ski runs, then go snow tubing. In the summer, you can go to Aquatopia. We have this wonderful treetops adventure course, a mountain coaster, a 4,000-foot zip line from the summit, which is a really thrilling experience. And then, like you said, Camel Beach Outdoor Water Park, which has got 37 water slides, biggest water park in Pennsylvania. Right. So you think about having everything on one campus, this massive adventure. We're the place to do that, and the place to come for it. And I think it really differentiates us in a place where, like you noted, there's a lot of water parks in the Poconos.
Right, exactly. Well, Jason, big operation here. We wish you a lot of luck. Good luck with everything here. Great to have you back in the Poconos.
Thank you, George. It's great to be here.